Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Anna, I'm an investment advisor, and today I would like to tell you what is it money mindset. There are a lot of bloggers and people who tell their audience that, oh, you should meditate, you should send your thoughts to the space, and then fate would give you wealth, and something like that. In reality, if you mention some details, not how this person tells something, not what he tells you, but how he acts, then you would mention that in reality, even those who are showing luxury lifestyle, that it is easygoing, like easy life, that money, it is something easy to earn money and they are very free and something like that. In reality, you would see that this person works 24 hours per week, and in reality, he doesn't really live as he says. We have in Russia a lot of people who are bloggers and who are like infobusiness man, infobusiness woman, and so they always show his or her life using such kind of words that would be pleasant for others, because you shouldn't forget that these people are influenced by their audience. Audience pay them money. For example, advertising. They sell some products, and brands pay them for advertising, and then they show these products to their audience. It is first way how to earn money using followers. Then in our country, in Russia, it is quite popular thing when famous people that have nothing connected with meditation, with motivational and productivity lifestyle, in the majority, they start selling courses, online courses, so these people teach others how to become motivated, not procrastinate, how not to procrastinate, how to become successful, but they tell them such kinds of instruments that are pleasant, that are like medicine, magic medicine, because other people, in the majority, they're not so clever. They don't know the specific, the details, how exactly this person achieved his or her goals. So at the end, when we are successful, we can say everything. We can say that I achieved this because I was motivated and I used meditations for money, for example. And so he can tell others that these meditations helped me to achieve my goals. But in reality, it is only the way, one of the popular ways how to sell their audience their knowledge. But in reality, this person can achieve this because he got married, or he is a lover of some wealthy person, And so in many cases, people cannot show the reality and the other side of coin. It is quite more interesting for audience to see successful success, not the moments of failures, for example. And that is why people try not to tell about their problems, what is their pay for this success, because everything costs something. Sometimes it can be some kind of money. So this success costs some amount of money. For example, like when you pay for goods, they cost a limit fixed price. But if we talk about more, not only about physical things, but about some relationships, something that is deeper, then we will understand that anything can cost something. Sometimes it is not money. Sometimes it is like your health, or your time, or your body. And so that is why it is very good way how to earn money, telling about your success, and then sell like courses or private consultations, talking about how I did it, for example. And so that is why you should understand that money mindset, it is not about these things. For common person, it is very like it is not so funny to understand that in reality algorithm or some moments how one or this successful person act, for example, that he I'm so sorry, for example, for the majority, they think that if they wake up early, or do sport, or do everything that this person does in his regular basis, then they can think like teenagers or people that are followers, they can think that if I do the same, these small steps, waking up early again, or going to bed early, or doing something like this, it is more pleasant to think that then I would be successful. It is like there are a lot of videos, millionaires' habits, but in reality it doesn't work. It can help you to be more successful in reality, but you should but maybe in many cases, not this routine led this person to success, and you don't know what in reality helped him to achieve his goals. And you should understand that we have like rule 20 to 80 Pareto, that 20% of actions lead to 80% of success. And so that is why you should understand what in reality helped him or her to build corporation, to rule business, and something like that. So money mindset, in reality, actually I communicate a lot with rich people, and you should develop. There are those who are like old money. They have a lot of they have like a fortune because of because they was born in such family. And there are those who really earned this money, and so there is big gap between actions and thoughts of these people, and you should understand that not always having money means that you are a very clever person. No, sometimes you can be a child of wealthy parents, or you can be a wife of a successful husband. And in these cases, this wife cannot be productive, cannot be clever, but she has money. But if you do what she does, it doesn't mean that you would have as much money as she. I think that the best algorithm is to do what successful person, her husband, did. And he is very hardworking, so he worked hard. He took responsibility for many things. He came to risk, and he didn't waste time. So I describe now like type of successful rich man. And so sometimes he can lie. Such people can lie. Sometimes they can go to risk again. And in the majority, they are very clever. So you should develop skills that are important for the society. So you should develop your leadership skills that can help you to build business. Because sometimes people think that if they start working at a company in the lowest position, if they work hard, then they would be successful and become directors of this business, CEO or top manager. But in reality, very often, it is not so pleasant truth, but if you start working as employee, then you would not, in the majority, become employer. So you should develop such skills that are important to be top manager. So you should study the specific of ruling people, of public speaking, and something like that. There are a lot of such moments. I can tell you more about it in the next videos. Money mindset, it is more about thinking about some things that seems incredible, not available, like they're normal. So money mindset is when you are confident in yourself, and if you have some kinds of problem, you start going to the most important people in this sphere. For example, you have such problem and you don't want to communicate with low positions, but you go to the director and you find any ways how to meet this person. What is more, it was like example in my life. Some days ago, we talked with my friends about like data of one boy. He thought that he can have like a dating in the sport club. There is like a big feed where sport events like football take place in the majority. In Russia, for example, it is there are very popular and well-known clubs, sport clubs, Dynamo, CSKA, and something like that, Spartak, where such sportmen play. And so if you want to organize like your own event, not with professional sportsmen, but if you want to play football in such locations with your friends, then you should pay about 10 million rubles. It is in Moscow. If you want to in other cities, it can cost less, 5-6 millions. And people, my friends, discussed this theme, really discussed. So it was not like a dream, but they really discussed the prices, how to do this, how to organize this date, and how much it could cost. Because this boy wanted to have like a table in the feed, and not when trainings or events take place, but sometimes. And so it would cost a lot of money too, but they describe how much it costs to organize event. So if you want to play with your friends in this location, you should pay a lot of money. And they in reality talked about this like reality, not like something strange. So for the majority, describing some themes that are available only for rich people, it is something stupid. But that is why there is big gap between people. So I know a lot of my peers that some of them have more money than I, but they don't communicate with those people with whom I communicate, because they think that something is impossible. So I'm a very ambitious person and I want to achieve a lot of things, and I really want to build my own business. I know a lot about investment sphere and I would like to devote whole my life to this moment. And so I have a lot of common things with like rich kids, because there are some moments that are very similar. And so for me it is interesting to describe some things. And so only describing only your thoughts that you can do something can show others that you are at the same group of people, that you are suitable for this society. And so in the majority, some of people that somebody can have more money, but those who think in different way, they would not communicate with these people. These people would not be like friends with him because they would not trust him. But for me it is essential thing when people trust me, because I'm investment advisor. And so I'm very open, and I try to help my people around when they ask something about investments. And so that is why it is important for me to understand how they think. And so it is very interesting moment that you if you want people to be your clients, you should spend time with them. They should understand your mind. They should understand how you think, because there are some rules that are not described in the society, but they are not written. They are like something like that. It is like atmosphere that every rich person understands something. And so that is why when we talk about people around you, if we watch your 5 friends, for example, we can think who you are, because communicating with some people give you some thoughts, some ideas, how you think about life, how to run business. So you mention some important things that are verbal, and so that is why it is very important for me. And that is why you should understand that money mindset, it is not about meditations, it is not about something fate, um, wishes and courses of success. It is when you think that when you go to the most expensive shop in your country, it is a real situation. So some days ago I were in the Zoom. It is the most expensive shop in our country actually, and in Moscow too. And so I needed some clothes. I don't really like shopping very often because it is like wasting time. But I mentioned one thing. It was like a quote from Sebel. So when I was a child, my parents told me that it is something impossible. So it is impossible to buy Sebel for coat. And so for me, from that time, it was something like magic. But I work in investment world, and I can know the value of things, and sometimes price doesn't mean value. And so I can compare prices, and I know, for example, if you want to buy Fabergé, it would cost some millions. And I see a lot of my peers, my heart is crying very often when I see my friends when they buy something that costs a lot of money, but this is not valuable. And so I think that it is better to buy something really that is something that like historical, antique things or valuable things, because luxury brands, they set prices at a high level, but in reality it is not valuable at all. So if you buy, for example, two rings or like jewelry for Cartier, as my friends, for example, when they buy it, it costs the sum of money would cost a few millions rubles. But in reality, after, they would not sell this for this price, and it is not valuable. But if they buy, I don't know, painting from that was written by Ayvazovsky or Fabergé or antique things, then they would sell it in some years at the same price or in the higher price. Money mindset is when you come to the shop, you see the budget, how much this coat costs, and you see, oh, 4 millions. In reality, if it is really your dream, then you can afford it. So you can afford this. It is not something like magic. It is possible. So if it is really your dream, it can be. So if you buy, I don't know, diamonds, they cost a few millions, and that is why in comparison you understand that, oh, it is something cheap. It was really my thought that, oh, coat for Sobel for 4 millions, it is something cheap, because I thought that it is something, but in reality, I understand that it is possible. So people who are rich, they think about their problems. They always think about how to earn money, how to pay less taxes, how to save their money. So there are a lot of problems, and they buy some things not because it is something like their wish. In reality, sometimes it is like needs, because some kinds of watch shows your status, and for a businessman it is essential to communicate with others. So in some cases, buying luxury real estate or rich expensive car or diamonds, it is need. It is not something that is not important, because they need it to communicate with others rich people, because only in such a way they would believe them, trust, and they would think that they are at the same level and they are equal, and that is why they would be more likely, it would be more likely that they would communicate with you, and sometimes they can help you and something like that. So they would be open to communicate with you because they see like status in your arm or in here, something like that. So I think that it would be very interesting for you to think about this theme in such site. Don't forget to subscribe. See you later. Bye bye.